Hello, my dears. This is lesson 185. I want the peace of God. I want the peace that comes from real love. And then it jumps right in. To say these words is nothing, but to mean these words is everything. If we could just mean these for a second, there would be no further sorrow possible for anyone in any form, in any place or time. Heaven or joining would be completely given back to full awareness, memory of God entirely restored, the resurrection, the coming back to life of all creation fully recognized. So no one can mean these words and not be healed. He can't play with dreams or think he is himself a dream. He can't make a hell and think it's real. He wants the peace of God, and it's given him. For that's all he wants, and that's all he will receive. Now, many have said these words, but few indeed have meant them. You just have to look upon the world you see around you to be sure how very few they are. The world would be completely changed should any two agree these words express the only thing they want. The key word is only, because we say, yes, I want the peace of God, but I also want this and this and this and this, and I want my way. So two minds with one intent become so strong that what they will becomes the will of God. It becomes joined with creation. For minds can only join in truth. In dreams, in our hallucination, no two share the same intent. To each, the hero of the dream, the ego, is different, and the outcome wanted not the same for both. Loser and gainer merely shift about in changing patterns as the ratio of gain to loss and loss to gain takes on a different aspect or another form. In other words, we as the heroes of the dream, our egos, all have different agendas, and what we usually want is to just use other people to somehow see if we can bring our agendas to fruition. Yet compromise alone a dream can bring. Sometimes it takes the form of union, but only the form. The meaning must escape the dream, for compromising, not peace, is the goal of dreaming. We're trying to keep these egos safe. Minds cannot unite in dreams, they just bargain. And what bargain can give us the peace of God? Illusions come to take his place, and what he means, what love means, is lost to sleeping minds intent on compromise, intent on getting our way, each to his gain and to another's loss, if that's the way it has to be. So to mean that we want the peace of God is to renounce all dreams. For no one means these words who wants illusions, and who therefore seeks the means that bring illusions. He's looked for them and found them wanting, and now he seeks to go beyond them, recognizing that another dream would offer nothing more than all the others. Dreams are one to him, and he's learned their only difference is one of form. For one will bring, listen to this, the same despair and misery as do the rest. There's a part in the last chapter that says, some people start out in life rather happily and things go well. For others, the unhappiness and the pain begins at once. But no matter, it promises, in the end, everyone will come to a place of feeling hopeless. It says sometimes men have died on seeing the hopelessness of their situation, and yet that could be the time where we make our greatest gains, because we finally realize the world isn't going to give us what we're looking for, but we have something here at our disposal, so to speak, that does. So it says, from that place of deepest hopelessness, we can rise to our very highest and most joyous place. And this lesson addresses this. The mind that means that all it wants is peace must join with other minds, because that's how peace is obtained. Peace is obtained where love is. And when that wish for peace is genuine, the means for finding it are given. in a form that each mind that seeks for it in honesty can understand. Whatever form the lesson takes is planned for each of us in such a way that we cannot mistake it if our asking is sincere. But if we ask without sincerity, like, yes, I would like the peace of God, but I want some other stuff as well, there's no form in which the lesson will meet with acceptance and be truly learned. So today we're going to devote our practicing to recognize that we really do mean these words we say. We want the peace of God, and this is not an idle wish. These words do not request another dream be given us. They don't ask for compromise or to try to make another bargain in the hope that, there might be one somewhere that will succeed, where all the rest have failed. So to mean these words acknowledges illusions are in vain, hallucinations don't bring satisfaction. And then we're going to request the eternal in the place of shifting dreams that seem to change in what they offer, but actually are one in their nothingness. So today, devote your practice periods to careful searching. We will all do this. We will search our minds to find the dreams that we still cherish. What is it that we ask for in our hearts? Forget the words you use in making the requests. What do we want? What do we pay attention to? What do we think is going to make us safe? Consider what you believe will comfort you and bring you happiness. Now, don't be dismayed by all these lingering illusions, for their form is not what matters now. Don't let some dreams be more acceptable, reserving shame and secrecy for others. They're all the same. And being one, being the same, one question should be asked of all of them, of everything we think we want, of everything we work toward, of everything we cherish, of everything we long for. Is this what I would have in place of heaven and the peace of God, in place of that unspeakable joy of joining and the deep, deep, fulfilling peace of God? This is the choice we make, so don't be deceived by thinking it's anything other than this. No compromise is possible. You choose God's peace or you ask for dreams, and dreams will come as we request. Yet will the peace of God come just as certainly and to remain with us forever. It's not going to be gone with every twist and turning of the road, to reappear unrecognized in forms that just shift and change with every step we take. We want the peace of God, and so do all who seem to ask for dreams. They're trying to find happiness somewhere in the hallucination. For them, as well as for ourselves, we just ask this because we make this request with deep sincerity. For thus we reach to what they really want and what we really want, what our own intent is, and we seek this above all things, possibly unknown to them, but sure to us. We know what we're looking for. We've been weak at times, uncertain in our purpose, unsure of what we've wanted or where to look and where to turn for help. But help has been given us. And shouldn't we now avail ourselves of it by sharing? Remember, we anchor into ourselves when we help others find this same peace, rather than helping them become more guilty. Now, no one who truly seeks the peace of God can fail to find it, because we're merely asking that we stop deceiving ourselves by denying to ourselves what is actually God's will. So who can remain unsatisfied when we ask for what we already have? Who could be unanswered when we request an answer that's ours to give? The peace of God is ours. Now we can offer it to others. We can want this for others instead of whatever the other things we wanted to get from them. For us was peace created, given us by our Creator and established as His own eternal gift. How can we fail when we just ask for what He wills for us And how could this request be limited to us alone? No gift of God can be unshared. We desire automatically to share it when we have it. It's this attribute that sets the gifts of love apart from every dream that ever seemed is the right word, to take the place of truth. So no one can lose, and everyone must gain whenever any gift of God has been requested and received by anyone, because God, our love, gives but to unite, to bring us together. To take away is meaningless to Him, our Creator, and when it's as meaningless to us, we can be sure we share one will with Him and He with us. And we'll also know we're going to share this one will with all our brothers whose intent, wanting peace, is actually ours. It's this one intent we seek today, uniting our desires with the need of every heart, the call of every mind, the hope that lies beyond despair, the love that attack would hide, the brotherhood that hate has sought to sever, but absolutely still remains as God created it. With help like this beside us, can we fail today as we request that the peace of God, the peace of love, be given us? Of course not. Beautiful lesson. Do take that with you throughout the day, and we will reconvene tomorrow and keep on keeping on. Goodbye for now.